Strap in, Falcons Nation! The 2025 season is just around the corner, and the team's latest scrimmage has unleashed some electrifying hints about what's in store. Who's dominating the field? Which roster battles are heating up? And who's returned with a fierce determination? We've got the exclusive scoop that'll have you pumped for the preseason kickoff. Dive into the excitement with us and see what's brewing in Atlanta. Don't miss out. Join the Falcons frenzy. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay in the heart of the action. Be part of the 1% that fuels the flock. Let's soar together. Picture this: a key wideout sidelined, and a young gun steps into the first team spotlight like he was born for it. The scrimmage was his moment to shine, and boy, did he deliver, flashing speed, snagging passes with glue-like hands, and showing the kind of playmaking swagger that gets fans out of their seats. This kid's not just holding a spot, he's making a loud case to lock down a place on the 53-man roster. So, what's the big question? Will he suit up for Friday's preseason opener against the Detroit Lions at Mercedes-Benz Stadium? Here's the deal, we're betting on 1 or 2 series, max. Just enough to get some live game film to show the coaches he's the real deal. When the starter returns, those first team reps might vanish, so this is his shot to leave a mark. Falcons Nation, you better keep your eyes locked on this guy. He's got the spark to set this offense on fire. But let's pump the brakes for a second. While his scrimmage tape is electric, he's still got to prove he can handle the bright lights of a real game. Preseason reps will show us if his speed and instincts hold up when the hits are live. If he balls out, he could force the coaches to carve out a bigger role, even with the veteran returning. What do you think, Nation? Is this kid the next big thing or a flash in the pan? Drop your takes below. If you thought the receiver situation was intense, the secondary battles are straight up gladiatorial. The scrimmage gave us a front row seat to a war for the nickel corner and the safety spot next to Jesse Bates, and it's tighter than a 4th and goal stand. We're talking heart-pounding, can't-look-away drama. At safety, it's a 3-way cage match. You've got a savvy veteran bringing stability, a rookie with sky-high potential, and a hard-hitting wild card who's built for chaos. The rookie's the long-term favorite, his instincts and athleticism scream future star. But the vet's experience is like a safety net, pun intended, if the kid needs a little more seasoning. Don't sleep on the wild card, though. He's a beast in specific packages, like stopping the run or bringing a big safety look. He might not start full-time, but expect him to make some highlight reel hits. The nickel battle? Just as wild. A crafty veteran's holding the fort, but a rookie with serious upside is pushing hard. The vet's got the edge for now, thanks to his know-how, but the rookie's closing the gap fast. Could we see a Week 1 shocker? Don't bet against it. These battles are so close, it's like trying to pick a winner in a photo finish. Falcons Nation, who's your pick to lock down these spots? Hit the comments and let's argue it out. Now, let's talk about the big boys up front. The defensive line rotation in the scrimmage was like watching a blender on full blast, churning, relentless, and impossible to pin down. Every 2 plays, 2 to 4 guys are swapping in, creating a fresh wave of destruction. This ain't just depth, it's a full-on tsunami of talent. One edge rusher, coming off an injury last year, is quietly making moves. He's been flying under the radar, mixing it up with the top dogs, but the lack of live tackling in practice makes it tough to gauge his full impact. The preseason games are his golden ticket. Live reps will show if he's back to his disruptive, quarterback-hunting self. If he pops off, we'll be talking about him a lot more. Then there's the tweener who's got coaches grinning ear to ear. This dude's a Swiss Army knife. One play, he's anchoring the end in a 4-man front. The next, he's sliding inside for a 5-man look. In the scrimmage, he flashed a big end vibe that had offensive linemen scrambling. His versatility is making him a lock for the rotation, and he's got the potential to be a game changer. This defensive front is deep, dynamic, and ready to eat. Who's your favorite disruptor, Falcons Nation? Let's hear it. Hold up, Falcons Nation, because this next part's gonna give you chills. One of our own, a safety nicknamed Bam Bam for his bone-crushing hits, is back after a nightmare injury in last year's preseason opener. A fractured ankle and high ankle sprain sidelined him for all of 2024, but when he slipped on that jersey for the 2025 training camp, the smile on his face said it all. He's ready to unleash hell. He's moving with bad intentions, Jesse Bates said with a grin. He wants to hit somebody. You need that fire on a football team. This guy's story is pure inspiration. Drafted in 2023 out of Alabama, he burst onto the scene as a rookie, piling up 40 tackles and starting 4 of the final 6 games next to Bates. He was on track for a breakout year until that injury. Surgery, rehab, and a long 8 to 9 season on the sidelines could have broken him, but instead, he rewired his mindset. I had to believe this setback was part of my process, he said. I leaned on my faith and kept grinding. Even on IR, he was a student of the game, studying film, asking questions, and mastering the new defensive schemes. Now, 8 practices into camp, he's making noise, snagging a red zone interception off a pass meant for the star running back. That's the kind of play that gets coaches hyped and fans chanting. Friday's preseason game might be his chance to let loose a year's worth of frustration. When the pads come on, Bates warned, you'll know he's out there. Falcons Nation, are you ready to see Bam Bam bring the boom? Let's get loud for this comeback. What we witnessed in the latest Atlanta Falcons scrimmage wasn't just a practice, it was a full-on preview of a 2025 squad that's starving for success, stacked with talent, and poised to shake up the NFL. The field was electric, with a young receiver snatching catches that left jaws on the floor, secondary battles so intense they could spark a fire, and a defensive line that's a relentless, rotating wrecking crew. This roster isn't just promising, it's dripping with potential, ready to carve its name into the league. And let's not overlook the return of our battle-hardened warrior, back with a vengeance and hitting like a sledgehammer. Every moment of this scrimmage screamed one thing: the Falcons are coming, and they're coming hard. The energy pulsing through this team is undeniable. Rookies are stepping up with a fearless edge, making plays that demand attention, while the veterans are locked in, bringing leadership and grit to every drill. The coaching staff is orchestrating it all with precision, pulling the right levers to maximize this squad's explosive potential. From jaw-dropping offensive plays to bone-rattling hits in the trenches, Atlanta is building a team that's not just here to compete but to dominate. The chemistry is palpable, the hunger is real, and every snap feels like a declaration that this season, the Falcons are ready to soar to new heights. This isn't a team content with participation, they're gunning for greatness, and the league better take notice. But the real magic happens when Falcons Nation steps up. This team thrives on the energy of its fans, and we're calling on you to join the movement. Imagine Mercedes-Benz Stadium shaking with the roar of the flock, every chant and cheer pushing this team to new limits. Grab your jerseys, rally your friends, and let's make Atlanta the loudest, proudest fan base in the NFL. The countdown to the preseason kickoff is ticking, and we need every member of the nation to bring that unmatched Atlanta fire. This is more than a season, it's a revolution, and you're the heartbeat of it. So, what's next for this squad? Will that rookie receiver cement his spot as a starter? Who's going to claim victory in the secondary showdown? How many quarterbacks will crumble under the pressure of this ferocious D-line? And just how earth-shattering will Bam Bam's comeback be? The preseason is about to answer these burning questions, and we're counting down the seconds. Falcons Nation, it's time to get loud, drop your bold predictions, fuel the hype, and let's ride this wave together. Don't sit on the sidelines, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay locked into every heart-pounding moment. Only 1% of fans take that step to join the flock, but you can change that. Be the spark that ignites this season, rise up and let's soar to glory together.